The vibes just keep going up and up and up with the New England Patriots as they are 3-2 in the NFL season. Now they have the New Orleans Saints ahead of them in Week 6. Welcome to Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Brett Alper. And as we do on our live show every single Wednesday, if you guys are watching this not during the live show, we got a mailbag answering all of your questions every Wednesday. But this is the game where it looks easy for the Patriots, but I think it could be a trap game. You see the line right there, -3.5. They also think it's going to be a high-scoring game with over 40 points. 1-4. They just got their first win. First win against the New York Giants, who suck. So you cannot look over this game lightly. You could obviously get taken advantage of. But if you want the Patriots to win their third straight game, I couldn't tell you the last time the Patriots won 3 games in a row. Go down in the comments section and hit that thumbs up icon. Let's keep the vibes going. Let's keep that good luck going, because if you don't, well, you might have just jinxed them. Let's get into the first question. Big Daddy Joe, shout out to you who won our jersey on the watch party on Sunday. Will New England start TreVeyon? I would love for the Patriots to start TreVeyon Henderson. But unfortunately, now that Antonio Gibson is out for the season with torn ACL, which is unfortunate for him, Patriots have to go looking for another running back. They still have Ramondre Stevenson. TreVeyon Henderson is still getting better. But the one problem with Henderson that I see more than Ramondre is that he still can't block. Patriots had 2 snaps on Sunday where TreVeyon was pass blocking, and he missed his block once. 2 snaps. He let up 1 pressure on 2 snaps. He still has a big problem. But Ramondre still has a fumbling problem. Well, I think that Mike Vrabel he's going to trust Ramondre Stevenson. I think it's going to be a couple of weeks, but I asked this question. When did James White ever start over LeGarrette Blount? He didn't. It was kind of just a flip-flop whenever you fit in the one spot. JR, the Pats fan. Hashtag Patriots. Is Maye better than Bo Nix? Well, producer Moose is on the ones and twos, and I think that he would take Bo Nix for sure. But
hell yeah.
No, that's just no. It's just no. I think Bo Nix is a great player. You saw the potential that he had in Oregon, but he is also this is over-exaggerating. He's like 30 years old. He was in 6 years in college, and now he's playing for the Denver Broncos, and the Broncos have a great team around him. Drake Maye, statistically, he's one of the top 5 best quarterbacks in football. When you look at his passing yards, when you look at his passing touchdowns, when you look at his advanced analytics, completion over expectation, whatever it is, the passer rating is awesome. But I'm going with Drake Maye over Bo Nix. Imagine Bo Nix on the Denver Broncos. That would be crazy. Absolutely crazy. More importantly, imagine Drake Maye on the Minnesota Vikings. Now they have J.J. McCarthy, who sucks. Dashy, are you surprised by Keion White's performance so far? He seems like a disappointment. Well, I would say it's very disappointing. I thought Keion White was going to have a breakout year. If you go to my video back that I made in May, one of the first videos I did on the channel, I did breakout candidates for the 2025 season. And I said Drake Maye, obviously. I said Marcus Jones, and then my last 2 were Pop Douglas and Keion White. And they have been disappointments, to say the least. Keion White has he moved from the interior to the outside because Barmore and Milton Williams, and he just hasn't picked it up yet. He's also been dealing with some injuries. He showed up on the injury report on Wednesday with an elbow injury, but he just can't get to the quarterback. And he had his chance with Kayvon Chaisson being out, and he still didn't really show out that much. So I'm very disappointed. Maybe the Patriots look to trade him. I'm not 100% sure, but who really wants him? He's not on a big contract. Maybe he can get better, but I think he's better on the interior than the outside. But you're not going to get any reps on the outside with Khyiris Tonga, who has been a massive, massive pickup, Williams, and Christian Barmore. The other Antonio. Well, aren't you still leaving the country, my guy? Are you still outside the country, wanted? Anyways, who are some good replacements for Antonio Gibson at running back? And I've seen a lot of people ask this question in the live chat. I've seen a bunch of people ask this on Twitter. I've seen a bunch of people ask this just during comments in general. And for me personally, I saw one person in particular mention that they should go out and get someone that's old and a veteran. And for one, I'm not signing an old man. Do not give me should we trade for Derrick Henry? No. He's averaging less than 4 yards per carry since his week 1 game. Do we want I saw someone say we should sign Ezekiel Elliott. We have not. He has not had a yards per carry over 3.5 since 2021. He's washed. Do not bring him back. I got 4 guys that I'm kind of looking at throughout this if you're going in the trade deadline. Or because I'm not going out and signing anybody. I'm not going out and signing Gus Edwards or anybody like that. Jerome Ford, Dameon Pierce, and here's 2 throwaway guys that you can go in there with Devin Singletary and quad man A.J. Dillon. First guy I want to look at is Jerome Ford, and he's been solid. I always thought Jerome Ford was kind of a really good running back. He's still only 26 years old, and he's just falling out of rotation. Quinshon Judkins has turned into an amazing, amazing running back, and he is the future for the Cleveland Browns. But when you look at Jerome Ford, you could see the difference in carries and between the last couple of seasons to now. I mean, 56 yards in 5 games. That's awful because he's just not playing. But you look at that 2023 season, 17 games played, 813 yards. He's only 26, people. He can still play that game. He still has that juice in him. And if you give, I don't know, the Browns a 6th-round pick, I was talking to our Browns host, Joey O'Donohue, what would you get for Jerome Ford? He said probably a 6th or a 7th because he's just rotting on the bench. The second guy is someone I was extremely high on when he first came into the league in 2022, and I said that he was going to be rush for 1,000 yards and be one of the best running backs in football in 2023, and I was completely dead wrong. He wasn't good. And he's falling off a cliff since his rookie season. You can see that rookie season in 2022, 939 yards. Then Gambling Brett put $100 on him to rush for 1,000 yards, and look what happened, 416 yards. But I still think he also has something left in on the tank. I mean, he's just fallen off the rotation because Joe Mixon's there. Now Nick Chubb's there. And they drafted Woody Marks, so Dameon Pierce is just stuck on the bench. He's not playing at all. But there's also, you have him as your 3rd guy. You don't need him to be Ramondre Stevenson. You don't need him to be TreVeyon Henderson. Are they good enough running backs? Yeah, to definitely be on the 3rd string. But there's one spot in particular where I look at this and I'd be like, they would be perfect fits for the New England Patriots. You need a guy on special teams. Antonio Gibson was your primary kick returner with TreVeyon Henderson to the right of him. They were running that 2 return men back. Well, Jerome Ford and Dameon Pierce can return kicks. They both have experience in kick returns, and that's primarily what they've been doing on both of their respective teams with the Browns and on the Texans. And you put them on special teams, they could help thrive. And it would only take about 6th or 7th round picks, 6-7. But it'd be super easy. And I don't think, you can boo me all you want, producer boost. 7th round pick for either of those guys, give it to me. Give it to me right away. Put them on the team. You don't have to play them much. You just put them on special teams. You have some depth at the running back spot. Do you want to bring up Terrell Jennings? Sure. He's probably going to get the first opportunity. Do you want to sign a guy that you know that's like Jermichael Hasty that's on the Dolphins practice squad? You can do that. But I'm trading for one of these 2 guys. So pick one to trade for. Who would you pick if you had the opportunity to trade? Would you trade for Dameon Pierce or would you trade for Jerome Ford? Give me a DP for Dameon Pierce or give me a JF for Jerome Ford down in the comments section. Excuse me. Xavier Games. Pats, top 5 defense? I'm not going to go out and say top 5 defense yet, just because the first couple of games, it looked really, really, really suspect. Robert Spillane and Christian Ellis were missing tackles like crazy. Alex Austin was playing in that defensive back spot in Christian Gonzalez's place, and he was awful. He was allowing in 2 games over 158 yards. I do not like that. Now, since then, the Patriots defense has looked great. They're 2nd in run stuffs with their interior defensive linemen with Christian Barmer and Milton Williams. They're also getting to the quarterback more than anybody besides one guy on the Titans named Jeffrey Simmons, who has been absolutely incredible. Also on the outsides, Harold Landry looks like he's having a career resurgence. Patriots, I would put them at a top 10 defense for now, but they keep doing this and keep getting better and better and better. Zach Kerr's also called a great game with Terrell Williams out. So I think they're a top 10. They could get to top 5. Maxwell Lepowski. How we doing, Max? How many yards for the Mayflower? That man has come up with the nickname Mayflower for Drake Maye, and I absolutely love it. Well, the Saints, they're allowing 195 yards 195 passing yards per game And I think that Drake Maye has exceeded that every single game. So I would probably say about 240. If the Patriots are up a lot of points like they were against the Carolina Panthers, if it's a big game, they'll take him out and put Josh Dobbs in. But I wouldn't go with any props for Drake Maye. I wouldn't go anything in particular just because there's a possibility of a blowout. But I'll guess 230, 240 yards in that range. Alex H101. With the Saints being scrappy and gritty, could you see this being a trap game? I 110% see this being a trap game. One reason why, because like you said, the Saints have a very, 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 very possibility with winning games by only one score. They lost to the Bills by 12 points, but it was closer than that. They lost most of their games. They lost opening week against the 49ers by a field goal. It is very close. They are at home. They are riding that high that they've won a game, and they think that they can win more. Now, the Patriots are coming off their biggest win in years. You don't want to get that Super Bowl hangover, as they like to call it, and think they're just going to walk all over this team just because they're shit. I do think they're shit, but I think they're a scrappy and gritty team. You have to stay composed and keep yourself ahead of this game. Georgie Washington, the first president, still alive, coming back. Maybe it's just AI. Are the Patriots back? Could we see a Commanders Houston type run this year? I 100% believe that. There is always one team that goes worst to first. We saw that's the Commanders last year. We saw the Houston Texans go for it in 2023 with C.J. Stroud. I think the Patriots have an easy opportunity in this season. And if you look at the next 8 games that the Patriots have, they're all cakewalk, guys. The Saints have 1 win. The Titans have 1 win. The Browns have 1 win. The Falcons and Bucks are good. Those are your only 2 teams. The Jets are winless. The Bengals don't have a win since Joe Burrow got hurt. And then the Giants have 1 win. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4 teams or 4 wins out of 5 teams that you play. And then your remaining schedule after the bye week, because for some reason the NFL just loves giving the Patriots a late bye week. You play the Bills again, which they're going to be mad. The Ravens, I think, are done. I don't know. Like, the Ravens are done. They're 1-4. Their season looks like it's going to be over. And then you play the Jets, who are a laughing stock, and the Dolphins, who are a laughing stock. You have a possibility right now to win 11 games just because how easy your schedule is. Now, do I think they're going to win 11 games? No. But you have, on paper, if you're playing the games on paper, you should win every single one of those games that I just mentioned, except maybe the Bucks, maybe against the Falcons, and then maybe the Bills. You should beat the Ravens because their defense sucks. You should beat all those other teams, and then you should end up at about 10, 11 games. But you got to worry about the first one that's ahead of you first. You got to worry about the game that's ahead of you. You can't be looking ahead to the Tennessee Titans. Even though I know Mike Vrabel has got that game in the back of his head, I'm going back to Nashville, and I'm going to kick their teeth in. I'm going to cut off you-know-what to win a Super Bowl, because that's what he said when he became the head coach of the Tennessee Titans. But he's with the New England Patriots now. He's with a better culture, and he has turned what that he brought to the Tennessee Titans a couple years ago, that 1 seed, that AFC championship. And now he's brought it to Tennessee, or brought it to New England. And we saw what Tennessee has been since he's left. 4-18. They are a joke. And he wants to shove it in their face. And I can't wait to see that happen. But let's worry about this game right here. If you want the Patriots to blow out the Saints, go ahead, hit that thumbs up icon, like the video, and don't jinx us. And while you're down there, hit that sub button. We're going to be live Sunday at noon Eastern for our watch party. You're not going to want to miss out. We have tons of fun while we're doing it. So hit that sub button, and as always, let's go Pats.